Hi, my name's Hannah and welcome back to my lovely series Made at Home, where I'm focusing on bridal accessories from my wedding scrapbook. Today I'm going to show you how to make the absolutely beautiful chain pendant earrings. So these earrings are brilliant. You could make them if you're a bride, or you could make them for gifts for your bridesmaids, or you could even make them for the mother of the bride. They're really pretty and you can choose exactly which pendants you want. They can be quite personal to you. So for this project, you're going to need actual jewellery making tools. You can't really get away with not, but you can buy little kits online and they're relatively cheap to buy. So we need some wire cutters, we need some round nose pliers, and we need some needlepoint pliers here. I've chosen silver for the earrings, so you need to buy some silver chain. Now this is quite a fine silver chain. You're going to need about 50 centimetres of this to complete both earrings. You're going to need some earring hoops. So these are for pierced ears, but you can get clip-on ones as well, whichever ones you want to use. I have got some jump rings here, which are about 3mm. And then I've got my lovely little pendants here, and I've got some pretty little kind of doves flying away, which I thought was quite wedding-y for my earrings. So our first stage is to cut down our silver chain. So I'm going to cut 3 lengths of different sizes, and it's important to really measure these against a ruler because you want both earrings to be exactly equal to one another. So our first length of chain is going to be 7 centimetres long. So I'm going to measure that against my ruler there. And then I'm just going to pick it up with the wire cutters so it's more accurate than moving it. So that's our first length. And then the second length is 8 centimetres. So again, just lay that down against the ruler. It's really important that you are accurate with this because you don't want two wonky earrings, do you really? And so the last one is 9 centimetres long. So we just need to cut that there and get rid of that excess chain, and we'll use that for our other earring. So we need to lay these out. So we've got our 3 sizes, small, medium and large. And then we've got our lovely little gems and pendants here. So again, you could use beads or any pendants you want to use. I'm just using these ones because I thought they were really wedding-y and pretty. So it's quite good to use quite small ones as well because they look a bit more delicate for a wedding outfit. But if you want to go for really big ones, obviously you can. So I've got 2 birds, and then I'm going to use the feather, and I'm just going to lay those down. So get rid of our ruler, and then we're going to bring in our jump rings. And what we need to do is we need to open these up. Now, this is all really kind of precise stuff, so you don't want to open them too far, you just want to open them a tiny weeny bit. So we need to take one of our jump rings, pick it up with our pliers, and it's best to use 2 pairs of pliers for this to open them up. And there's a little hole in the top of them where they're joined, and we just need to open that up enough, just push that forward. So just open that up enough. So we just need to hook on to the end of our chain, which is a little bit fiddly, but we can do it. So that's our chain hooked on. And then I'm going to add one of our pendant beads to the end. And then we just need to close that back up. And we need to make sure that's properly closed. So I'm just going to pinch those 2 together and close it there. So that's properly closed. And then we have our first pendant on our chain. And then we need to repeat this for the other 2. So our last stage to this is to add our earring piece. So I've got, like I said, pierced earring piece here. And at the end of them, they have this hoop, this kind of jump ring on their bottom bit. So we're just going to open that up, and we're just going to hook these chains on. So just pull that open. And then again, I'm just going to hook each chain individually over. It doesn't really matter what order you do this in because they're going to hang, you know, at different heights. So it doesn't really matter where you put each of them on the chain. So just hooking through the first hoop of each chain onto there, and I'm just going to use the pliers again to close that up. And they usually have a bead on, so make sure you push the bead up and just close that hole. And there we have our beautiful chain earring. So all you need to do is make your second earring. So you've got your pair, and I think they look really, really beautiful, really elegant. Well, thank you so much for watching my Made at Home accessories series. I really hope you enjoyed all these videos. Don't forget to give this one a thumbs up and to subscribe to the My Wedding Scrapbook channel on YouTube. You can also like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And if you've missed any of the episodes, you can always catch up on the playlist. See you soon!